Welcome to this episode of BlockTalk Africa show powered by Binance. My name is Momo. This show is your home for all things crypto, blockchain, and the future of money. Last week, we talked about Binance Academy, a place where you can be able to learn everything from advanced to the beginner tutorials on how to use a Binance platform. And this week, we have a special new guest who's going to train us on how we can be able to start trading on the Binance platform. If you don't yet have a Binance account, make sure to go onto the Binance platform and use the referral code CASEFM. And a special gift for you if you are among our first 500 people who sign up on the Binance platform. This week, you'll get 100 shillings on your spot account. Let's get into this episode. So, for those who are meeting you for the first time, tell us who you are and what do you do?
Thank you for the opportunity. So my name is Arnold. I am a crypto enthusiast. That is a crypto trader, a crypto hodler, a crypto trainer, and an advanced evangelist of crypto.
Awesome.
Yes.
Crypto tip of the week, episode 6. Our crypto tip of the week is stable coins. This is a term in the crypto space which actually means a currency whose value does not change. The most well-known stablecoin is called USDT. It is equivalent to $1 and its value is always the same as a US dollar. A stablecoin is used to make other cryptocurrencies easier to understand their value because its value does not change. So, you being a trainer, this is the first question that I have. What is crypto trading?
Basically, trading is how you trade on the market, just buying and selling. Okay. Trading is buying and selling of anything. It can be you want to buy a product, you want to sell a product. So trading is just buying and selling. But now, in terms of crypto, trading or crypto trading is buying and selling of the different types of cryptocurrencies that you have. You buy an asset and you want to sell it at some point because the reason why you buy an asset is because you want to sell it at some point. So trading is just buying and selling of cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I like that simple explanation because whenever people are being taught by fake gurus, they try and make it as complicated as possible,
Yes.
but it is simple. It's I have this asset, I want this asset, we exchange the two.
It's just, I can compare it just like buying land. You want to
Yes.
buy a land maybe at 1,000,000 Kenya shillings, and later you want to sell that land maybe at 1.5 million shillings. So you've just traded your land. So in crypto, same thing. You buy a Bitcoin at $80,000, you sell it at $85,000. As simple as that. That is now what crypto trading entails.
Okay. So now this person wants now to do the trading and they've chosen Binance as the platform that they want to get onto. So explain to us in a simple way how can we be able to buy crypto on the platform and then how can we be able to sell as well on the Binance
Fantastic.
platform?
So essentially, before you get on board to Binance or before you start trading your Binance or start your trading journey on Binance, you first need to have what you call USDT because USDT we all know is basically a stable coin, and in crypto we call it like it's like the fiat currency in crypto. So when you talk about fiat currency, these are basically government issued currency. So in crypto we refer at times as USDT as our fiat currency. This is why you need to have USDT to be able to buy these other coins. Yes, you can buy it with Bitcoin and other coins, but we prefer using USDT because we refer to USDT as what you call a quote currency. This is what I mean by a quote currency. You have Bitcoin and you want to get USDT. So you have to equate your Bitcoin to a given value. And the value that you're equating your Bitcoin to is now the USDT. So first thing first, you need to have USDT. Once you have USDT, you can now go ahead and buy your crypto. Either using the convert option or you can now use the market orders to buy your crypto. That's your first step to start trading. Buy the crypto that you want to trade.
Okay. So now we have USDT.
Yes.
How can we now get Bitcoin, for instance, on the platform?
Fantastic. Now, you've done your P2P, you've bought your USDT via P2P platform. You move your funds from the funding wallet to the spot wallet, because that is now your main wallet where you want to trade from. We've said that trading is just buying and selling of crypto. Now that you have your USDT on your spot wallet, you can just use the convert option, the simplest option to buy crypto. Just go to convert from your USDT to whichever cryptocurrency you want to convert to. Maybe you want to buy a Bitcoin. So convert your 100, your 200, your 5,000 USDT to Bitcoin, and just by doing that simple task, you already have Bitcoin in your wallet, and that's how you bought Bitcoin. First way. Second way, you can now use what you call now the market order types. Either use the market orders, the limit orders, and so on and so forth.
And then I've heard you mention about market and limit orders. Maybe now we can go into what is a market order, what is a limit order, and what's the difference when someone sees it, what does it actually mean?
Correct. Yeah. Now, what about the convert option? You say that is the simplest way to buy coins. Yeah. However, there are some coins which are not available using the convert option. That is now when you have to go to the market order. Now, on the spot trading section on Binance, we have different types of order types. An order type is basically an execution that gives the exchange power to do something on your behalf. Give an example. I want to buy Bitcoin when the price gets to $80,000. But I am not on my computer throughout the entire time, or on my phone checking every time, refreshing, checking the price of Bitcoin. So what you can do on Binance, you can tell the exchange, you know what, I want to buy Bitcoin at $80,000. So in this case, you'll set what you call a limit order. If the market is above $80,000, because a limit order allows you to buy a coin at a price lower than the current market price. So you set an order for $80,000. Once price gets to that particular point, the exchange automatically buys Bitcoin on your behalf. That is the limit order. The other order type is now what you call a market order. And a market order allows you to buy a coin instantly at the current market price. We call it CMP, current market price. So once you click that option, you will buy that coin at that market price, and it's something that's executed immediately. Then we have the other one, which you call now a buy stop limit order. And with a buy stop limit order, it allows you to buy a coin at a price higher than the market price, which of course we don't recommend, because why would you buy a coin at a price higher than the market price? Just buy it lower, then sell it higher. But there are those guys who want to use it because they want a confirmation that now the market is going on an upward trend. So they want to buy high and sell higher. So those are the main order types that you can use when you want to buy crypto on the spot trading platform.
Okay. And I've heard you mentioned about trading pairs, and I know this is a terminology that people are hearing for the very first time.
Correct.
So probably you can explain to us what a trading pair is and give us a few examples of the same.
Good. Let me give a very basic example. I want to buy maybe this table, okay? I have maybe Kenya shillings. So this table is the product. What I'm paying with is Kenya shillings. Now in crypto, we have two pairs in a trading pair. We have what you call a base currency, and we have what you call a quote currency. Now a base currency is what you are buying, and a quote currency is the equivalent of the value of that particular currency. Give an example, I want to buy something like Solana, and I have USDT. So you have a trading pair of Solana against USDT. Use a slash icon. So you have something like Sol slash USDT. That is a trading pair. Sol in this case becomes the base currency, USDT becomes the quote currency, because I am equating, or I'm quoting Solana based on what? Based on USDT. That's why you're going to see that the price of Solana is 135 USDT, because you have a base currency, which is Sol, and a quote currency, which is now the currency that you're using to buy the Solana. So Solana is the asset. Now you can have something like XRP against USDT, BTC, USDT. That's why when you're trading, you see something like XRP slash USDT. So that is a trading pair that you can trade on the Binance platform.
Our Binance feature of the week is Binance Spot Trading. This is your home for all cryptocurrencies that you'll want to buy on the Binance platform. It is simple. You will find any single crypto that you want, whether it is Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Solana, all other cryptocurrencies will be found here, and you can be able to use the platform to either buy or sell with the stable coin that you have in your crypto wallet. And for the people who are listening, all this spot trading capabilities can only be found when you have converted your Binance account to a pro account. So this is done on your profile where you change it from light, which is the default, and you change it to pro so that you can be able to access all these features. And then you also make sure that you're signing up for a Binance account and you use the referral code KISSFM. This is a gift to anyone who does this. If you're among the first 500 to use that particular code KISSFM, you'll get 100 shillings in your spot account. And now that we've learned about trading pairs, we can now go into how does Binance spot trading actually work.
Correct. Now, spot trading is a very good feature on the Binance application. This is why, because through spot trading, you're able now to make money. Because the essence of trading is just to make money. So someone will tell you, I'm a trader, I make millions, but how exactly are they making these millions? We talked about the different order types when you want to buy. Now, whenever you buy an asset, the end goal is to sell that asset when the price goes higher. I'll use Bitcoin as an example. Let's say we bought it at $80,000, okay? We have it now in our spot account. You can now either wait for Bitcoin's price to go up, we get to $90,000, then you can now sell your Bitcoins. Again, either the convert option, you're converting from BTC to USDT, you get your profits, or again, you can still go back to the spot market. And on the spot markets, again, you can use other order types to allow you to sell Bitcoin once the price hits that particular point. This is why, again, you might not be on your phone 24/7 refreshing, checking, are we hitting 90K, are we hitting 100K? You can just tell Binance, you know what, I want to sell my Bitcoins once the price gets to $100,000. Then go to your spot account, go to your limit orders, okay? Now, the limit order that you should use when you want to sell is now what you call a sell limit. Because a sell limit, we also call it a take profit. I tell Binance, I have this amount of BTC. I want you to sell all these Bitcoins when the price gets to what? $100,000. So it's what we call a sell limit. And 100K is the target. Then you select the amount of Bitcoins you want to sell. Once price gets to that particular point, all your Bitcoins are sold and you get back what? USDT. Yeah. And all the time, you'll have more USDT compared to what you used to buy. And that is how you can just trade. Very simple. No jargons used. Just buy an asset, come, sell it at a given price and get your money.
Yeah. And I think as an addition for people who are starting this, it's important to always keep track. Where did you come in and buy?
Correct.
Where did you go out and sell? And then at the same time as well, when you're doing your spot trading, you can place a portion of your crypto at a particular sell point.
Correct.
Like you mentioned, 80,000, 90,000. You can put some amount to sell at 95. If it goes up again, you sell another portion at 100,000. That enables you to get even more profit as you're going on.
Correct.
And speaking of profit, one of the things that many advanced traders use is called leverage. So the people who are hearing this for the very first time, explain to us what leverage is and the risks and the benefits as well to leverage.
Now, leverage, I can compare with leverage as fire. Fire is good, fire is bad. Fire helps us in cooking, it keeps us warm, and fire also helps us in doing maybe lighting some bonfires. Yes. At the same time, fire can be destructive. It can burn your property, it can burn you, it can just cause some damage. Now, in trading, leverage is what we call a multiplier that allows you to trade with a bigger margin than what you have. So basically, margin is the amount of money that you want to trade. But leverage, you don't use leverage on the spot market. Use leverage now when trading the futures market. Let's assume I have $100, okay? But using leverage, for example, 10x, which is a multiplier, that means I am multiplying my $100 10 times. That means instead of trading with $100, I am now trading with what? $1,000. I'm using a leverage of 10x. That means anytime the market goes up, my profits go up by 10%. And the vice versa is also true, meaning anytime the market goes down by 10%, my profit or my losses rather go down 10 times that. Okay, let's assume now I have a leverage of 5x, maybe apart from 10x I have 5x. The market goes up by 10%, so my profits will be 5 rather times 10, giving me 50% profits.
Yeah.
If the vice versa happens, I am down negative 50%. And there's a point called a liquidation, whereby if you get to minus 100, you end up losing all your money. So leverage is good because it can help you multiply your losses, your profits rather. At the same time, it can enable you multiply your losses. So take caution whenever you're trading using what you call leverage. Leave it for those guys who understand how to use leverage.
As a user of the spot trading platform, one of the things that I'll probably see on my screen is a price chart.
Correct.
Maybe you can give us some of the things that we'll see on a price chart, and how can we be able to use the information that we see there to make better decisions on whether to buy or sell a particular asset.
Correct. Now, on your Binance spot trading account, there's only a chart that has some red icons, some green icons. They are going to the sky, they are going downwards. That's now what you call a candlesticks. Okay. So a candlestick is basically a graphical representation of what you call a price movement, because it either shows the price is either going up or the price is going down. Okay. A candlestick has four main parts. You have what you call an opening price, a closing price, a high price, and a low price. So in conventionally, red candlesticks are representing bearish movement, meaning the price is going down, while green candles are used to represent bullish movements, meaning the prices are going on the upward direction. Of course, you have other advanced features like the moving averages, like the technical analysis part that enables you now to identify some CMEs, identify some QMs that can enable you to trade better. But for a newbie, reading just the price chart alone can help you to see the direction where the market is going. You can't be going on a downward trend and you are saying that I want to make money right now on the spot market, because you only make money on the spot market when the market is going up. Yeah. But on the futures market, you can either do when the market is going up or when the market is going down. So for a newbie, just learn how to read the charts, okay? When the market or the candlesticks are showing like when on an upward trend, good time to take some spot trading. When you're doing on a downward trade, of course, you can buy some assets, hold. But whenever you're trading, just ensure that you learn first how to read the candlesticks, because identify opportunities. Maybe you've seen an order block, perfect entry, enter a trade from that section, set a take profit, and that's going to help you make some good money from the spot trading part.
Okay. I know we are going spot and going futures. Yeah. Kindly explain to us what is a stop loss order.
Good. Yes. So a stop loss, I can call it, make it your friend, make it your BFF, make it your best friend, because a stop loss is what will enable you to prevent yourself from incurring any losses when the market goes now on the opposite direction. Because I want to say that I bought Bitcoin at $80,000 and I want to sell Bitcoin maybe when the price gets to $100,000. Then, by bad luck, we have some bad fundamental news. The market crashes. Instead of going on the $100,000, we're now going towards the 50. I don't think so we're going to get there anytime soon, though. We start going towards the 50,000 direction. Then, of course, you start now losing money. So a stop loss order allows you to set a price such that when the market gets to that level, then all your coins are sold and you get back USDT and you cut your losses. So essentially, it protects you from incurring any further losses if the market goes on the opposite direction based on what you had predicted or what you had projected. So make a stop loss your friend, because it helps you in cutting down your losses.
Can beginners trade on the Binance platform?
Yes, beginners can trade on the Binance platform. How do you do that? Buy low, sell high. As easy as that. Buy low, sell high. Buy BTC at 80K, sell at $85,000. You've made some money, okay? Use the convert option. Very simple, straightforward, no jargons. Once you start using the convert option, now graduate, go to the spot market. Yeah. You start by using the market order. Very straightforward. Start using the limit order. Set your sell limits, and that's how beginners can comfortably trade and make money on the Binance platform without any difficulties.
And that was it for this particular episode. Thank you so much, Arnold, for showing up and teaching us how to be able to trade on the Binance platform. Next week, we are going to talk about trading strategies for beginners on the Binance platform. Make sure to sign up for a Binance account and use the referral code KISSFM. And if you're among the first 500 people to sign up this week, you'll have 100 shillings in your Binance Spot wallet. And follow us on any social media platform at Binance Africa. And if you have any questions about this particular episode, place them in the comments below. I'll come in and answered all those questions. My name is Momo, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.